Their spawn camp. Oh my. I can't.
Oh, two-story building.
Oh, he's up top, dude.
This one's worm food. Switching mags.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Mr. Flatface, a man of many faces and even more opinions, and I have lots of opinions to share when it comes to Modern Warfare 2 2022 edition and just the overall general feel of this game and different mechanics I've noticed. We're going to be discussing in this one spawn trapping, which I think is a big problem on these new maps, but we'll see. But first, I have to get into something else. And that is that this morning I woke up to 100 subs. Well, YouTube actually woke me up with a notification saying, hey, I hit a milestone of 100 subs, which I thank to you guys. You guys are killing it with the likes and the follows and the subscribing. I'm enjoying making you guys content, and I'm hoping you guys enjoy watching the content. And I'm actually having a lot more fun in the comment section discussing things with you guys. We've had some pretty good discussions. You guys have enlightened me on some things. I hope I've shared my opinions on some things and made you guys understand where I'm coming from. It's been awesome. You guys don't have to just watch my Call of Duty content. I make long-form content, indie game reviews, and a bunch of other stuff. The long-form content's very heavily edited, very heavily scripted, and it's the entire game from beginning to end. You know, you start at the first mission, go all the way to the end. I break it all down. You get to watch all the cutscenes. It's like a little movie. It's like a podcast, let's say. So if you feel like you're interested in that, give that a shot. But if not, continue doing what you're doing because you guys are actually killing it. And with how sick I've been, I was so happy this morning to wake up to 100 subs. It was awesome. I can't wait for 1,000 and so on. The roads are never ending. Thank you guys so much for 100 subs. I know it's a small number and it might seem petty to be excited about it, but it's 100 people out of 8 billion that have stopped by my channel and thought I was worth their time. So I enjoy that for me. I love that for me. And I love it for you guys that you guys get to watch my content and get to interact and express your stuff. We come from all over the world. We all have differences of opinions and different backgrounds and different tastes and dislikes and likes. It's crazy to think. And if we can all come together and watch one thing and have a discourse in the comments, agree and disagree and maybe banter, argue, then it's all worth it in the end. I've had many conversations with you guys already in the comments, and it's been awesome. There's some people that have a lot of knowledge on the game. And there's other people that just want to express what their opinions are, and we welcome that here on this channel. So feel free to always follow, subscribe, comment, and leave a like. But let's get into today's video topic, and that's spawn trapping. Spawn trapping, whether you like it or don't like it, it's always going to be there. It's been in every Call of Duty since the beginning of time. It's just like there's always going to be a player better than you. No one's ever going to be the best because there's always a player better than you. And getting spawn trapped is kind of just a rite of passage. Now, my video from yesterday was literally me spawn trapped on the border crossing map. And this video today is me back on Hydro, where all my good gameplay seem to come from. Camping, not on the dome this time, we camp on the other side of the map. And we spawn trap the enemy. Now, a spawn trap is never just one person doing it. One person's going to benefit, and it just happened to be me benefiting. I have really good teammates. My son's on the team. He's young. He's new to the game. He's the one that keeps flipping the spawn on us here. We got my buddy Turney, who I met a few months ago, and he's great. And then we got my wife Coco, who she kind of gets mad at me for not letting them out of spawn. But it's the way the cookie crumbles in Call of Duty. You know, one person's going to do good, and everyone else is going to get mad. It just happened to be my wife's mad, so then I had to deal with that. But yeah, spawn trapping always benefits one person. It's going to benefit me. We're going to sit up here on this little bird's nest, I'm going to call it, this little perch, and we're going to look into the spawn. They only have 2 ways out of there. And I get to sit here and completely ruin their day. As you saw at the beginning, they got death comes on. These people are great. There's nothing against them. They didn't rage at the end. We had a conversation. We had fun. It was a great time. They even were being funny in the death comms, you know, saying, ooh, piece of candy and stuff like that. It was good times. I like games like that. You know, it's always easy to say when you win, but these guys got spawn trapped. If it was me on the other team, I would have been raging. I was raging yesterday when I was spawn trapped. So good for them. But I find in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 edition that there's 3 maps that are really easy to spawn trap on. And if you're the receiving end of the spawn trap, oh, I'm so sorry for you. The first map being Santa Cena border crossing. That map is 100% easy to spawn trap on. Because they don't have to go very far from their spawn, which means they get to hold their spawn to shoot down into your spawn and not allow you out. The second map I find that I get spawn trapped on a lot, or we spawn trap the enemies on, is Al Bagra Fortress. Whoever spawns on the side with the 2 like looking CSGO doors, they're screwed. They have 3 ways out, but all 3 are very heavily guarded by the giant fortress that's in the middle of the map. and the team that spawned on the other side has that entire fortress to use to kill you. So very easy to spawn trap on fortress. The last one is obviously Hydro, or Zakwa Hydroelectric. This one also is very easy to get spawn trapped on, but granted, the enemy can get out of it fairly easy if they know what they're doing. And it's not that these guys didn't know what they're doing, it was just that they were kind of getting crapped on by my other teammate, Turney. So they kind of were screwed. But I want to do deep dives on each of those maps and show why it's easy to spawn trap, maybe help you get out of the spawn trapping, and or maybe show you how to spawn trap, especially Fortress. Fortress is an incredibly easy one to understand the layout of the map, as well as how to do the spawn trapping in it. It's not hard, but it's tough to get out of on that one. That's probably the hardest one if you're spawn trapping the enemy for the enemy to get out of the map. It's almost impossible, if I'm being honest with you, especially if they get a VTOL. If they get a VTOL, you can't get out of the CS:GO door area on that map. It's literally impossible. But on this map, it's okay. You can get out a few different ways, which we'll explain later. But I guess the real topic I'm trying to get to is, what do you guys think of spawn trapping? Spawns have been notoriously bad in Call of Duty since the beginning of time. This one, the spawns are all right. Some maps, it'll spawn you. Like Border Crossing, it'll spawn you in the exact same place over and over again, which is why it's so easy to spawn trap in it. And then you got other maps where the spawns are actually pretty well set up, I would say. The race car one, Crowns Racing, is one of them. Sorry for the sniffles. I'm so sick. I'm trying to give you guys a video a day and stay one day ahead of you guys, so I don't have much leeway in when I get to make the videos. Granted, though, spawn trapping's been in the game the entire time. I love being the one who's spawn trapped the enemies, but God, do I hate being spawn trapped. I think that goes for say to anyone. It kind of, if you're being spawn trapped, it feels like you can't do anything. Like the game feels like it's completely stacked against you, and you start to question your life decisions. How did you get here? Why are you here? What are you doing? And the person who's spawn trapping is thinking that this is the best game of their lives. But the problem is that you do good one game, the next game you get screwed because of SBMM. When it comes to spawn trapping, though, it's been around so long that for me, being an OG player since playing from Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, it doesn't bother me that much. I might rage in a game, but I'm only raging because, you know, it's the emotion I'm feeling at the time. I actually genuinely don't care. It's like trash talk. Say whatever you want to me, man. At the end of the day, you're going to go to bed, I'm going to go to bed, and we're both going to live our best lives after. It's just the way the cookie crumbles for this game. What's fun, though, is watching my son go through all the emotions that we all experienced growing up playing games like this. He'll never know the Halo era. Halo's just not the same as it was. So he's just gone straight into the Call of Duty with us, and he plays with us every night. Oh, he rages. He yells hackers. He yells cheaters. He yells that they're glitching out. It reminds me of me. That's literally me. I'm the guy who rages, but when you're spawn trapping, it's fun. We dropped a 37 kill game here. That's like unheard of in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 edition. But once again, we don't get very high kill streaks. I think the best one we got was the VTOL, which puts in work. If you're not running the VTOL, you need to. It's going to get nerfed. It has to. It takes an entire team to take it down. It's only a 7 kill streak, and it's deadly accurate. So use the VTOL before they nerf it. I guarantee you they're gonna nerf that thing. We're also running the mortar strike instead of the UAV because as we discussed in yesterday's video, there's a 0 point running a UAV when it's always a UAV up. And I just find it detracts from any game sense. Granted, you can say like, oh, but you need to know where the enemy is, I guess. Or you could just learn to play the game. Not to be toxic, but if you're relying on a UAV, you got no game sense as it is. But we have a couple content videos coming out in the future here. You guys have posed some great questions to me. I'm working on some videos here. I also want to start maybe making some more scripted content rather than this off the top of my head as we talk about it stuff. So like the breaking down of the maps is obviously going to be scripted, and I got a few people had a couple questions about points I'd made like against kill cams and campers and stuff like that I think I could break down a lot more if I sit down and write a script for you guys and give you guys a quality video. I enjoy writing the scripts, I enjoy editing, and I enjoy the whole process. Like I said, I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this just for the experience of interacting with people all around the world and getting their opinions. Because if you live in your own echo chamber, you're never going to learn anything. You're never going to grow as a person, and I'm always down to grow as a person. And my medium to do that in is gaming. And I enjoy listening to what you guys have to say. I enjoy interacting with you guys in the comments. And I enjoy playing the game. So there you guys have it. A nice quick 37-6 on Hydro. crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Spawn trapping, good or bad? Should they really adjust it? What do you guys think? Talk to you guys next time. Bye.